Nessies have become the mascot for Apex Legends, but besides being a cute little creature to promote the cuter side of the game, trying to find all the Nessies is really challenging. In fact, some Nessies require very specific actions to make them appear, and doing so can result in some very interesting Easter eggs. So I thought it would be fun to go back and showcase how to find every single Nessie Easter egg in Apex Legends that we know of so far. My absolute favourite has to be the Titanfall Nessie, which is found in the firing range amongst many other colourful Nessies. To make the spawn, you need to go get a headshot on the firing range target with every weapon in the game, but in a very specific order. First, you need to use all of the Titanfall 1 weapons. Then, all of the weapons that were added in Titanfall 2. And then, all of the weapons that were added in Apex Legends. Including Rampart and Vantage. And then, stand by for Nessiefall. The crazy thing is, that's just one of over a dozen Nessie Easter eggs hiding in Apex Legends. I think we should start with the firing range first, and then we'll venture out onto the other maps to find the other Nessies. First though, here is a quick Nessie Easter egg that will only be here for a limited time. If you're watching this after Season 20 ended, you won't find it anymore. To trigger it, pick up the giant Nessie that stands behind you when you first load into the firing range. Create a Wraith portal and then drop the Nessie into the portal. A Mahjong tile will appear, teasing the upcoming legend Altar. Okay, the next Nessie seems easier than it actually is. You need to stand at the firing range and throw a throwing knife into the air and make it headshot the dummy standing near the weapon stands. It is very easy to miss and takes a lot of patience, but once you get it, you can climb up into the Raven's Nest and you'll be able to grab the next Nessie. Alright, we've been working hard on getting these firing range Nessies, so I think we deserve a quick break to have some fun. So here's a reminder of the next Nessie Easter egg most people never get to see. It only goes live one time per year on April Fool's Day. All wildlife on Stormpoint will turn into Nessies, and on top of that, you can get your hands on a Mozambique called the El Nessie that will spawn Nessies for you that will attack your enemies. A slight variation of this was during the Final Fantasy event, where the Nessie would even include a small Buster Sword on its back. Okay, back to the firing range. It's time to hunt all those Nessies. For the Polka Dot Nessie, you need to emote with every legend on this small ledge.
Do not slow me down. My ultimate is ready.
For the gold Nessie, you need to do a bunch of really odd steps. First, visit all 7 named locations in the firing range, use a zip rail, use the jump tower, use the charge tower, loot a death box, and shoot a dummy with a care package weapon in the head 3 times, and then you'll find it in the center tunnel right at the back. We don't really know which one triggers this, but doing all of these things seems to work. The pink Nessie is super easy. Just shoot and eliminate 100 dummies, and you'll find it on this small ledge right at the top of the tower. There are even more standard green Nessies to find. You need to run around the firing range to get them all. I'll just show the locations quickly as I'm talking here, but there is a total of 10 green Nessies to locate. Now, as we go on a bit of a Nessie hunt, let's talk about the origin story of Nessie. It all began in Titanfall 1. In fact, the whole Nessie teaser started before Titanfall 1 even came out, all the way back in 2014. One of the developers said, Austin made Nessie around the time when we were still developing a single-player mode on Titanfall 1, and the reason was because we released a blurred image of some concept art, and the Titanfall subreddit theorizes we were making a Loch Ness Monster game because of the silhouettes it made in the picture. The designers were drawn to it and it became something we placed around a bunch, but we never really had time to do anything super cool with it until Titanfall 2. So basically, since the very beginning, the whole Nessie Easter egg started with the community, and I feel like even to today, a lot of the developers add Nessie Easter eggs as a little bit of something they can do in their spare time, with whatever spare time they have, and it's up to the community to solve these Nessie Easter eggs. So it's always been this relationship between the developers and the community since the very early days, which I think is really, really awesome. Now we just need the red Nessie, and we're almost done in the firing range. First, start by changing to ballistic. Now we'll need an R99, an EVA 8, and a devotion. Next, eliminate a dummy whilst mid-air with the R99. After that, eliminate a dummy with the EVA 8 from over 100 meters away. And finally, stand on the dropship and eliminate a dummy with the last bullet of the mag with a devotion. You'll now find a red Nessie stuck on a dummy's head on the island. Okay, so what can we do with all these Nessies besides taking a nice picture? Well, we can create even more Nessies. If you make a circle of Nessies and then place an evac tower in the center, a giant Nessie plushie will spawn. Isn't it crazy to think that this is only the beginning? The next Nessie can be found in Storm Point. Simply go to Watson's room at the top of Pylon and you'll find 3 Nessies. If you pick one of these up and win the game with it, this is what will happen. There is also a Nessie in Thunderdome, which is a pain to complete. You have to run around the map and shoot 10 Nessie plushies. Doing so will make a large Nessie spawn. The trouble is, only one Nessie plush will spawn at a time, and there are 20 different spawn locations. There's an even harder Nessie Easter egg on Kings Canyon, and this is actually the first Nessie Easter egg to appear in the game. Once again, you have to shoot Nessies one at a time, but they always spawn in the same location. The trouble is, you'll need more than one player to do it because the Nessies are so far away from each other. Getting all Nessies will make a Nessie spawn in swamps. There are also Nessie animations included in the Watson's Heirloom and Horizon's Heirloom, and most maps have Nessies hiding all over the place, although these don't have special interactions or anything like that. They're kind of just hiding and chilling in the background. So, what is your favorite Nessie in Apex Legends, and do you care for such things? Let me know, and I'll see you in the comments. Cheerio!